Here are the shots of the day from the second annual East Lake Cup, starting with Washington's Ellen Takata, a chip in on 17 for birdie from the thick Bermuda grass to beat Stanford's Casey Danielson 2-1, and it was another Husky coming through big time as well. Win Young Ke, her third at the par 5 14th, holds it for birdie from about 40 yards out. Scratch that, that's an eagle, downing Shannon O'Bear 5-4. So last year's NCAA championship team from Washington is moving on to tomorrow's finals. A big upset over Stanford. All the highlights right now on Golf Central.
Golf Central. Brought to you by Titleist.
Lisa Cornwell, Charlie Reimer, great to have you with us here at the East Lake Golf Club. Are we back in Oregon? I mean, we're seeing hole-outs, we're seeing eagles, we're seeing drama. That is college golf. How exciting have the last couple days been?
Well, we've got a great golf course. We've got a great format. We've got great players. As I've been here these couple of days, it sort of wants me to go back in time because until match play became prevalent again in college golf, it was just all about your number. It was very solitary. My days playing at Georgia Tech, and I know your days playing in college, you didn't really sometimes feel like you're a part of a team.
Yeah.
And this team format is really exciting, I think, for the fans, both the fans here on site, the fans watching, but it's a real, true team environment. It's something that I wish I had a chance to experience in college golf.
I love match play. It gives you confidence when maybe your game isn't 100%, and certainly that may be the case for Washington. You think about yesterday, they were 34 shots worse than Stanford in stroke play, and so for Mary Lou Muffler's bunch to come back and do what they did, certainly some resilience and some confidence playing that format. As we look at the entire field, we have our 3 seeds on the men's side and 4 seeds on the men's side, and our 3 seed and 4 seeds on the women's side moving on as well. Kind of a bit of a shock for both men and women.
Yeah, really. I think Washington is the big shocker, and you know, looking at the way they played yesterday, I think maybe they were embarrassed about the way that they played yesterday. But the coaches did a great job of letting the team members know that, hey, you know what, you just have to hang in there. And in match play, you just never know what can happen. So it was a team that this time yesterday they were beating themselves up, and today the ball was flying in from everywhere. The putts were falling. In fact, just a few moments ago, when the team came out from having their early dinner, they were coming flying down the steps behind us. So it really is a sport of momentum. And again, I just keep getting back to that team environment. You see the teams huddled up together. It's really, really a lot of fun to watch.
All right, for all the details, blow by blow, we send you to our Golf Channel headquarters and say hello to Ryan Burr.
Thanks, guys. Indeed, a fun day all the way around as the semifinals are complete. Welcome into the Golf Channel studios, Ryan Burr with Karen Stupples and, of course, Trip Eisenhower. Guys, let's get right to the action, as there was plenty of it this afternoon at East Lake. Some great action, including on the men's side, Vanderbilt and Oregon. This is Edwin Yee. He was a star, part of that national championship team, taking on John Augustine.
Yeah, the sophomore versus the freshman John Augustine, and from Beaumont, California, Yee, 17th hole, that putt wins the match.
Not afraid to show that raw emotion, Trip. And now it's Patrick Martin Nigolet as Vandy, the favorite in this on paper. Once again, Vandy, the #1 team in the land.
And this putt here to extend the match, can't get it to drop. It wasn't Nigel Lett's best day on the golf course today. He was 6 over. So really opening the door for Patrick Martin for that match.
And Oregon won, Vandy won. So exactly what you thought, a close match. Ryan Gronlund now taking on Theo Humphrey. Gronlund 2 up at the 17th.
Yeah, got this putt to win the match. That's for par. There's a bogey, and we've got 1 to play. The good news is he's 1 up.
Yeah, Theo now at 18. This is his 5th shot from behind the green, so you could tell already he's in deep trouble.
And he really has to give it a go. That really has to go in the hole. He tried, but wasn't good enough.
And the reason why he had to get it on the green or make it is because this is where he is in 2 shots. And Gronlund just an easily done. The match would be conceded. And now Oregon 2, Vandy 1.
A duck, goose, 2-1 Oregon. Wyndham Clark now taking on Will Gordon. Clark, the transfer from Oklahoma State. replacing Aaron Wise in the lineup at 18.
And not an easy bunker shot off of a downhill lie. He did have a lot of green to work with. And that's a great touch.
Gorgeous indeed. So Will Gordon, this putt for birdie to put the pressure on Clark.
Yeah, I mean, that ball in there is so close. He knows he has to make this one to have any chance. And what an admirable effort. Just misses. And now Oregon moves on.
So Wyndham Clark wins 2 up, and Oregon moves on to the championship match on Wednesday. You'll see it live right here on Golf Channel. So head coach Casey Martin, something about match play, rallying his squad and getting the best out of the Ducks. And boy, did he get the best out of his first 3 out. Yee, Gronlund, and Clark all win, and Oregon is victorious. Our own Chantel McCabe caught up with the winning Oregon Ducks.
With Oregon's Wyndham Clark. Wyndham, you transferred to this school, and now you're a critical part of your team moving on to the finals. As you went down the stretch, what does it mean to you to be able to help your team advance?
You know, it's just an honor. I feel privileged to play for this team, especially being previous national champions, and I just hope I can help them and repeat last year.
Moving forward on to tomorrow, you're going to be facing Illinois, who's defending the title. What advantages will you all have tomorrow?
I think we can just build off of last year's experience. You know, for me, I build off of other experiences in match play, and you know, I think we can do it, and we did it last year against all odds, and so I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
Back to you.
We look forward to tomorrow as well. So the Ducks are in. Who will they play? 2 Giants in the game, Texas and Illinois. And right out of the gate, we get a great match.
Yep.
Michael Fiegels, Scotty Scheffler, the individual East Lake champion.
Well, Fiegels had to know that Scotty Scheffler was playing great. Of course, the individual champion from yesterday, the medalist, if you will. But Fiegels, admirable comeback. This at the 10th, and now this putt, Karen.
And this to take down that winner. What a fantastic job that was for the freshman.
Illini, 1 on the board as Fiegels takes down Scheffler. Match number 2, Gavin Hall. Got to know him out in Oregon representing Texas, taking on Brian Baumgarten.
Yep, 17th hole, this putt right here. 2 putts to win the match. From here, you got to think that's a lock, and that's well done. 2 under in that round was Gavin Hall. The hole conceded and the match.
So 1-1 as Texas gets the point on the board. Now it is Eduardo Liparelli versus Steven Shervani. Liparelli at 17.
And we've seen a lot of players hit great shots into the 17th hole. Pressure mounting on all these players to get the result, and he rises to the occasion.
Does he ever. Liparelli wins 2-1, and Illinois takes the 2-1 lead. And you just knew that this one was going to be tight the whole way, Tripp.
Absolutely. Sure. Back and forth between these 2 talented teams.
Big middle match here. Match for Nick Hardy, Doug Gim. Hardy 3 down at the 14th.
And really looking to try and make something happen. Hasn't gone his way so far. You wouldn't expect this one, but go ahead. Do that.
Yeah, so down 4. They're down 2 with 4 to play. This is Gim at 16.
Yeah, this par 4, this is a birdie to win the match, and difficult to get it far enough outside the hole. He did that. Gim wins 3-2.
So it would all come down to that anchor match, as it is 2-2 on the scoreboard, Illinois and Texas. And what a final match. Dylan Meyer, Taylor Funk, both big parts of what happened out at the National Championships 5 months ago. This is Meyer.
So on the 13th hole, this is second shot. And starting to apply the pressure. Bit of a rebel, kind of a fun guy to watch.
And he would make it to go 2 up. Meanwhile, Taylor Funk,
yeah, well, the
Fred Funk's son.
Yeah, the 15th hole, beautiful par 3. Very rare do you see a 2 there. That's why the fist pump. He's got to be saying, now let's see what you can do, Dylan.
Yeah, not so fast. I've still got a putt at it. And Dylan can go ahead and do it.
Oh.
Little finger wag there.
Not so fast.
I like it. I like it.
So Meyer remains 2 up with 3 to play. Funk now 2 down at 17. This to extend.
Yeah, this is just to keep the Longhorns in there. What a great effort, but too much speed. And now the match is over. Mike Small's team is pretty good at match play.
Yeah, so Meyer wins the hole and the match. Illinois wins and moves on to the final. So exactly what you would have expected here from Illinois and Texas. as it is Illinois moving on with the strong anchor match from Meyer, able to move on to the championship match of the Eastlake Cup. Here's Chantel.
Here with Illinois' Dylan Meyer. Dylan, you had an incredible summer. Are you carrying that momentum into Eastlake Cup?
Yeah, kind of, I mean, summer's been long gone, though, so kind of my success this spring is kind of what's been the forward progress for what I'm doing here at Eastlake right now.
You were in the anchor position in today's match. What did that do for you?
Coach, just put me there. It's not really a strategic thing. It's just go out and beat your man, no matter if I was the first guy out or the last guy out. It's just my job to beat my opponent.
15th hole will be on the highlight reel with the finger wag. Tell us about that and what was going through your mind.
I just wanted to make the putt, and subconsciously the finger wag came out. I know Lily King from Evansville did it in the Olympics. Just kind of one of those subconscious things.
The Nutty Professor is moving on as you take a look now at the championship matchup. Oregon, the defending national champion. Illinois, Mike Small, what a program he has built in Champaign. Let's go back to Steve Burkowski now for the live matchups of this championship for the Eastlake Cup. Burko?
Hey there, Ryan. The stage is set for Wednesday's championship match. All we need to find out now are the pairings for Wednesday. Mike Small, Zach Barlow, John Ellis, and Casey Martin representing Oregon and Illinois. Mike Small as the higher seed. After stroke play, you can either decide to go first or defer to Casey.
I'll defer.
Okay. So deferring to Casey Martin, and you will open up with
Ed Yee.
As we saw in Tuesday's semifinals, Edwin Yee leading off for the Oregon Ducks, and Mike Small will respond with one of his two juniors in the lineup, Nick Hardy. And Mike, we'll keep you right here because we snake it right back around for match number 2. A little bit of deliberation.
What do I want to do on this one?
You tell me what you want to do. Pick a winner, right?
Okay.
So Michael Fiegel is one of the freshmen, one of the two in the lineup for Illinois going out in match 2.
Oh,
Casey
it's
Martin
too tall.
responds with Gronland in match number 2.
And then Nigelette in 3.
And Nigelette in number 3 for the Oregon Ducks. He will be going up against the University of Illinois. It was Eduardo Liparelli today.
I would put him over there, but he's
No, Rocky's not going to transfer. There was that 2 seconds.
I had him yesterday, but
there was that 2-second transfer in the semis, but properly placed is Eduardo in match 3 going up against Nigelette. Back to Mike Small for match number 4.
Yeah.
A little contemplation, a little thinking.
Put the big boys together.
And Dylan Meyer will go number 4 for
I'll cut Wyndham there. Yeah, perfect.
Illinois going up against Wyndham Clark. And then in the anchor match, Solomon Raza for the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, good. I like it.
And Brian Baumgartner, for the fight in the lineup. Before I let you guys go, Mike, you won this a year ago, the ultimate preparation for the national championship in 6 months' time. How important is it to defend, to end the fall on a positive note, and show especially your newcomers what this process is all about?
Well, I think all the coaches here would agree that you want to win this thing. You want to win anything you ever play in, but you also want to get some stuff accomplished this week. And if you can win on a note, great. But we want to internally figure some things out and get to know our guys better, our young team, and put them in some situations where they can either thrive or get better. And that's the big thing.
Casey, 6 months ago, you won the national championship at Eugene Country Club. Some players back from that team and some newcomers trying to do something special again. How do you balance those that have been there before and try to help those to learn what this is all about?
Well, like you said, you just try to figure out your team a little bit, and you can't simulate this experience. And so this is so valuable for our team to, like you said, figure out what they're made of and give them this experience, and hopefully come early June or late May, we'll get this experience again, and we'll be better for it. So this is really huge for us.
Well, Casey, Mike, all the best. Congratulations to getting to this point. Look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday.
Yeah, thanks.
Ryan, let's go back to you in the studio.
You got a wonderful stuff, guys. The matches are set on the men's side. When we come back, we'll take a look at the women's highlights, and there are plenty to show. Plus, we'll also have the latest on a possible return for one Tiger Woods. That and more when we continue.
Golf Central, is brought to you by new Titleist 917 drivers, the standard for complete performance. Grip Confidence, Grip Golf Pride.